What is up, guys? It's Michael Tanner from Absolutely Arbitrary, and what you were watching is a little bit of domination on WMD in Black Ops. This is again one of those games where I played with my friend Main Shark, and we had about a 7 to 8 game, just absolute tear, going crazy, going absolute ham on a lot of people in a lot of public matches, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of great conversation coming out of that. And one of the things that I kind of want to talk to you guys about today is MLG Orlando. Sunday night I was watching it. I did a little bit Saturday, but not so much. I think it was probably about 20 minutes. I was kind of, on the run Saturday. But Sunday I spent a good, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 hours watching the last 3 matches, I believe. And which included Envy versus Vendetta and Optic versus Vendetta in the final rounds. And I got to tell you, to see a team like Vendetta come out in the opens bracket, or whatever you may want to refer that to, and do as well as they did is phenomenal. I think that kind of just gives that what do I want to call this right now, is that inspiration, I guess you could say, to other teams who were kind of aspiring to do as well in the pro bracket. You don't necessarily have to be one of the top dogs to make it that far. Anybody's got a shot. You just got to kind of stick with it, keep your head in the game, and keep a positive attitude. And you guys can see that in Vendetta, which is really great. But it's always nice to see a team like Optic. I'm a huge Optic fanboy with Machinima and watching Machinima and everything like that. Those guys are crazy, and I love seeing how they were kind of a little bit rusty in the first matches. But Vendetta was at it. They were playing matches after matches, so it was really nice to see Optic get back into the game and just absolutely dominate after the game of domination that really turned things around for the Optic guys. So I was really excited, during all these things. Like, yeah, personally, I would have loved to have seen an Optic versus Envy game, but that didn't turn out to be like that. But it's sweet to see like a team again like Vendetta come out in the finals like that and really put up a fight. But again, I think that it's that experience from Optic Gaming that really makes them come out on top like that. Well played by them. Congratulations to those guys. That's like, what, 3 major events in the last few months? That's crazy. Optic Gaming was just another average Joe team, and now they're really, they're top dogs. They're a team to be feared. And one of the things that I kind of love watching MLG guys do is that while you're watching the games play out, you see a lot of like line of sights that you don't normally use. And not to say that I remember all of them, but every now and again, I'll remember like 1 or 2 lines of sights, and I'll use them in my actual game. And I feel like that's such a major help, because most public people don't use those lines of sights that the pros use or wouldn't think of. Like, you saw Vendetta, and they were, I forget exactly where it was, but he was on, it was, what's that map called? Summit. They were on Summit, and he was inside the 2nd floor on the stairwell in that one spot that everybody just runs through the middle of the map. And he was standing on the railing of the stairwell, and that even caught that caught the, I think it was Optic. I want to say it was Optic. No, wait, was it Optic? I don't know. It was either Optic or Envy, and they actually caught them off guard, because nobody generally stands on top of those stairs and shoots down through that hallway like that. So Vendetta, again, being that newer team, that team that nobody has seen work before quite like that, and coming out with these brand spanking new positions to hold down like that. And I think that was really awesome, because it gives that turn, that kind of curveball. It's kind of like the same aspect like when you're playing like really good players, and then you go into like a pub match. A lot of the public players don't play the same routes and everything that you would expect from an experienced player. So a lot of times you can be caught off guard from people being in certain positions, or people camping in corners, because you wouldn't normally expect that out of an experienced player. And I kind of feel like that's the same kind of ordeal here. Not to say that Vendetta's not experienced. These guys obviously have their game in place. And check out this. Look at that. I heard this guy on my left there. Bang. Look at that. I love that kill. In fact, I love a lot of kills in this game. But, I guess I just had to bring that up one. Oh, look at this. Again. Heard him. Peek around that corner. I was going crazy. I don't know why I was doing so well. I haven't played Black Ops in about a month. Came back to it. Part of that break. Really nice. Did a lot for me. And I came back and was just stomping. I was really happy during this game, as well as a lot of other games. But, something about doing this well just kind of, sets the tone for a game and really allows you to play it for a longer period of time, even though Black Ops is definitely on its deathbed right now. But again, just crazy watching the pros. I love doing that. I get really excited, just that sense of competition. And like you see right here, I jump around the corner. I don't even normally jump, but like after watching those MLG games, just some of those little moves that just kind of get into you. Like you get a little carried away, you get a little excited and like that. And I feel like I was more aware than I usually am after I watched these games. And it's crazy, like the amount of teamwork and communication that a lot of these guys put into these games is just phenomenal. Like I'm definitely jealous of that. Not to say that you know I'm complaining that when I play with my friends and whatnot, because you know conversation is definitely that. And I feel like I got robbed right here. Look at this. I can't even see the dude, and he just picks me off like that. You know, I mean, fair game to him. He had a line of sight on me, and I couldn't see him and whatever. But you know, I feel like I was robbed. Robbed. Or like right here, man, Hardened would have came in beautiful use right here. But unfortunately, I don't equip myself with Hardened. I don't even know what I use because I haven't really messed with my perks or my classes in quite a while. But I don't even think I have Hardened bought, so you know I definitely won't be having Hardened equipped on my classes. And I feel like it just doesn't. It's not as useful as other perks. The red perk, which is what you have. Oh golly, I can't remember a single red perk right now. So bad. I haven't played Black Ops in so long, and I definitely should remember at least one of them. Alright, and hopping back on the topic with the MLG boys. MLG what? Providence, I believe, is the championship, and that is next month, I believe. Let me just pop up my webpage here. In November, yes, about a month from today, actually tomorrow, is when the Nationals will be held for the MLG circuit. And, you know, I gotta be honest, you have a team like Vendetta that is you know, is showing out big and whatnot in this last thing in this MLG Orlando. But to be completely honest, I do believe that one of the veteran teams will walk away with the cup, if you will. Is it even called a cup? Whatever, they'll walk away with first place. I think, you know, a team like Vendetta has a chance to get up there in the brackets, but I don't think they're gonna finish in the top 2, only because that they don't have that experience quite yet. You know, they're still a fresh new team, and actually I don't even know honestly how much experience they have, but I haven't seen them in, you know, compete as well as they have. So I think honestly that an experienced team will end up taking the win at MLG Providence, and that is just simply because they have the experience, they have the communications, they have that, you know, under pressure kind of feeling. And you guys could see that a team like Vendetta, you know, they kept a positive attitude throughout their entire competition. But even at times you saw, what is his name, Doe, sorry. And, you know, or, you know, even him, he was getting agitated, and he was kind of giving up halfway through some of these matches against Optic in the domination match when they were just on an absolute tear. And I think it was like 158 to like 60 or 70, and they were just giving up. In which it made complete sense at that point, because, you know, if you cannot possibly win because of the time and the point differential, you know, it's understanding that you wouldn't make that much of an effort to do that. But again, you want to keep a positive attitude and keep that communication going with your team. You know, keep those good vibes for the next round. You look into the next round, you know, and I believe they came right back in with a search and destroy match, and they won the first round at you know, they played aggressive, and that's exactly what you need to do. When you come off a loss like that, you need to come off strong, and you need to come off confident, and I think that's exactly what Vendetta did. And, you know, it would have worked out for them if Optic had not been so, you know, cool under the pressure. But again, it was really awesome to see a team like Vendetta, who is so fresh, come out into the tournament and do such a phenomenal job. I love watching these MLG guys. You know, a lot of tips can be learned, and to be completely honest, I would love, you know, I totally envy, you know, pun here. I totally envy, you know, all these MLG guys, because I would love to be on the pro circuit. You know, like, that is just a dream. And I'm not saying that I'm good enough to be on the pro circuit, but just to think about playing video games as a profession seems really cool. But that's it for the video, guys, so I hope you guys have a nice day. Adios.